Pakistan, in the name of Islam, occupied Balochistan. China is supporting our occupier. Balochistan is a war zone. There is a war going on. Balochistan was a free land. Balochistan was a land that was free for at least 7 months when the British Empire left the subcontinent. Balochistan has never been part of India. Balochistan has never been part of the current Pakistan historically. It has its own historical, geographical, boundaries. So Pakistan, in the name of Islam, occupied Balochistan in the name of brotherhood and religion. They took over the resources of Balochistan. They took over the freedom of Baloch people, and what they gave us is slavery, occupation, suppression, brutality, kill and dump, drugs, religion extremism, kill and dump policies, and no education, no basic necessities of life, no job or no business are available for the people of Balochistan. So the Baloch people are living a really sad and a really hard life. The everyday hardship of Baloch people we and you can't even imagine that. The way they live in Balochistan, the way they continue their life with all those brutality. For the last 2 decades, the Baloch people has started their fifth resistance movement that began with the leadership of Nawab Khair Bakhsh. That was the insurgency itself was a low-level insurgency. There was not really serious, big major attacks, I would say. You could see in the first couple of years of the insurgency, but even on that time, there are attacks on Chinese. The ports, the Gwadar port have been attacked, and the people who are part of that project have been attacked. The Baloch are attacking them, the Baloch military organization, the Baloch militant organization, the Baloch armed group, the Baloch Liberation Army or the Balochistan Liberation Front. They say, this is what they believe, they say that China is supporting our occupier. China is actually strengthening the weakened Pakistan. Without the help of China, without the aid of China and the other countries around the world, Pakistan cannot survive. But Pakistan is surviving, and they're continuing their brutality in Balochistan with the support and aid of China. That is why they are attacking the Chinese. Baloch are not against development. No, they are not against any development, be it from any country, any part of the world. But at this very moment, when the Baloch people are slaves, when the Balochistan is under slavery, when the life of people of Balochistan are miserable, when the stories of Baloch people are only about death and sorrows and brutality, how one can imagine they can come in Balochistan and they can live a life which the locals can't even imagine. How one can imagine they can come in Balochistan and they can live in air condition, they can drink mineral water, they can have good food, good health, good hospitals, while the actual people of Balochistan, the locals of Balochistan, the indigenous of Balochistan, suffering for the basic, basic needs of the life. So that's why. So there isn't any justification, there isn't any as per se like why it happened, how one can justify it. The reality is Balochistan is a war zone. There is a war going on. The Baloch armed organization are struggling for the freedom of Balochistan. They are struggling. They are the only force in the region that has actually stood up against China. What China is doing in the region, everyone can see that, but the Baloch are the only force that are constantly resisting against them. So when it comes to the reality check, when it's come to the ground realities of Balochistan, the Baloch people have no other option but to defend their land, but to resist for it, either politically, either with an arm, whoever can. They are doing it the best possible way they can.